Hey everyone, it's Serge from SN3 Gaming. First off, I want to apologize. Normally during the week I'll have a iRacing video, normally a POV video. I didn't do so this week. I actually had one recorded, but it was so embarrassingly bad, I had to delete it. I'm guessing me and Darlington are not doing too well. I guess the lady in black just is kicking my butt, and I just can't seem to get a good race in there. And I'm now at the point where I want to preserve my safety rating, because my safety rating has dropped on that track. And I don't want to do another oval race so close at the end of the season where I get under 2 points and then get kicked out of A rank. So I was thinking about doing a road course one. I might do one this weekend, not sure. If not, probably won't be doing any POV related races or anything on week 13 unless there's something fun on there. Not quite sure. But that aside, today is we're going to take a look at my Stream Deck. This is I want to say a fancy button box you would like to add. It's really cool, I think. And of course, Stream Deck is aimed for, short macro buttons for streaming and help with you during a stream series. But it's a lot more related to that. So much more, in my opinion. I use this as my button box for iRacing and Elite Dangerous. I have, of course, a setting macro for Flight Simulator. The camera doesn't show well on here, but this is my stream LED, and as you can see, there are different versions of, there are different buttons you can use. I have this connected to OBS, so all I gotta do when I start a stream, just push a stream button. If I just want to record a video, just record. I'm not sure why the camera's not showing pretty well with the other 3 buttons, but it's create a clip, play ad, and viewers. Whenever I get to that point with Twitch, maybe one day. But and of course I have the buttons down here for just taking a quick screenshot, checking my FPS, setting up the NVIDIA overlay, and just recording from there. But for iRacing, I have button settings here too that makes life a lot easier. These are my brake bias, and these are for tires when I go into the track. I kind of find myself, it's easier for me because I don't have to worry about going to my mouse and getting the tire set up, or fumbling around there. All I can do is just reach over to these buttons and bam, and I have buttons set for all tires, rights or lefts. And I also have to tear off because I've had some windows where it's like really bad and I've got to remove those. These buttons are just for like preset chats. I haven't used them, and I actually might create a folder and put them in there so I can have more functions for iRacing once I get higher up to the road course races. But for now, this is all I pretty much use it for iRacing. It's, like I said, it's really handy. And of course, you can always just get like one of those like number pad key boxes. I mean, number pad boxes, no. Number pad keys that you can use for it. But I find this just a little cooler for me. So, and then for Elite Dangerous, this is where it's at its best, and my favorite. While my flight stick and throttle have a lot of button functions, I have this issue where I tend to forget what they are. And it's when you go into the settings and you try to figure out what button is what, it's really hard to tell, because it's just like joy 1, joy 2, and I'm like, which one's joy 1, joy 2? And then, for me with Elite, it takes me, I'll have a good groove of playing, but then after I'll stop playing for a few months, and you can hear the game playing in the background. But I'll stop playing for a few months, even as far as a year. And then, of course, I'll have to remember all those buttons again. But this makes my life easier because I just, you know, all I need to do is just look over here and here we go. What's cool about the Elite Dangerous setting is that some of these buttons will toggle on and off. See, for like hard points, it's right now it's kind of like a grayish color, but as you can see now it's changed to a different color. It's brightened up. And when I turn off hard points, when I turn, let me wait until the music stops. When I turn off the hard points, it will, of course, gray out. Same with cargo.
Cargo scoop deployed.
You can hear the cargo scoop going off and shutting off the cargo.
Retracted.
And then, of course, landing gear. Same thing. The ones that don't toggle are my heat sink and shield cells and the hostile button. I keep those. You can have static buttons for that. And of course now I have them. I have a folder for SRVs. So when I'm in my SRV, I use this folder, and when I'm on foot, I use this for on foot. I don't think I've got this mastered out for on foot yet, but I'll work on that. I haven't done a lot of on foot stuff lately in Elite Dangerous. In fact, right now I've been doing a lot of exploration, so I can get my Explorer rank to Elite, because that's the next big step for me. But yeah, as you can see, this is really handy, and it's a great program set up for it. Again, like I said, it's just a glorified button box, and actually I decided I put getting a button box lower on my priority list after this, because I feel like, you know, this is all I need. I don't really need a button box. And it's more for, by now, getting a button box is more just of an aesthetic thing. Because for iRacing, between the buttons that I have available on my wheels and this, I got everything I need. I wouldn't need a button box. Like I said, it's just more, that would be more for the aesthetic reason, just for it to look cooler. But for now, this is all I need. In fact, I don't even need a mount to put this on my rig, because I'm using the stand that it came with. And I saw somebody on YouTube post this, and I forget their name, and I apologize, because normally I would link it. I just clip it on here, and it just stays on fairly easy, and it doesn't fall. So I'm gonna take that. And so the program, of course, for Stream Deck is, I'm going to say Steam and Stream Deck like a million times differently, so I apologize for that. So the program up here, I have it set up. This is the program you use. And you can, as you can see, you can use all these different, there's all these different options here. You know, for OBS, you can use voice mod, you can set up a YouTube thing. And there's the Elite Dangerous. The Elite Dangerous I had to get from GitHub. And they come with all the files that you need to set it up. And also you can, oh, they have an FSS button. Cool. I didn't realize that. And then you can just use that to get everything. Now to add, they do have its own app store, as you can see. And everything I've seen so far is free. All you gotta do is just get the plugins, and they have plugins for everything. You can even, like, you know, check your, you know, CPU usage, get all these other stuff. So there's so many things you can use to have set up. And of course, you know, eventually it works well with other Elgato items. I don't have anything else from Elgato yet. I would love to get their ring light and hopefully utilize that at some point. But yeah, as you can see, you can have it set for gaming. I tried Flight Tracker and I had issues with that, so I thought I uninstalled it. Oh, let's uninstall Flight Tracker, because I did not like how it was set up. And there's my iRacing one. But yeah, you can there are also other plugins you can get from like GitHub, and just look it up, and I'm sure there's something for it. Like I want to see if there's one for Final Fantasy 14. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I'm sure I can find something. And if you can't find the art that you want on here for the icons and any of that stuff, you can always just download any other piece of art you want, and you're good there. How do I get out of here? Oh, let's go back. Okay. Yeah, because like if you go, because this logo I actually downloaded it and just uploaded it on here. Same with iRacing. See, that's what my stream icon is. It's my SN3 gaming icon, and you can just use that. And yeah, you can just get any video you want. I mean, any picture you want. What are my negatives? Again, it's just a glorified button box, glorified keypad. You know, this isn't something you really need. It's not like, it's you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, it's not going to change your gameplay, it's not going to improve anything, it's just more convenient than anything else. I just tend to, let's turn that down. I think it's just easy for me, but it's not something you really need when you're building like a rig or you're setting up a gaming station or something like that. So it's not, like I said, for then you can always just get a $10 number keypad, which I actually did have. I had one that was wireless and one that was wired, and those were just good enough. I mean, there's also places you can go on Etsy and get stickers to cover the buttons to let you know what they are. But I just felt this was cooler. I mean, this is the first version of the Stream Deck. I know there's a Mark II version that I think is like $150 at the moment. This is only $120, and I got this for $100 during Prime Day, and I think $100 is a good price for something like this. Anything more, I think, is a little too much. You know, for just a fancy button box. But it does, like I said, it's very helpful if you want that, and there's so many functions. I know one of my friends, when he has his, when he's warping to different systems in Elite Dangerous, he's got it set where one of the timers, like, you know, how many more jumps he's got to have, and that's something I want to look into and get that set up. And the other negative is, I don't like how it's constantly advertised just for streaming. I mean, this thing is for everything, like from gaming to productivity to all these other options. Like, it's not just for streaming. You can use this, like I said, for a bunch of other things, and it helps. You know? So I wish Elgato would advertise that more, for, like, you know, this could be like your ultimate gaming button box that could help you out, or not. But you know, obviously the stream thing is the hotness right now. Everyone's trying to get in on it, like yours truly. So I guess that's why their focus is mainly on that. But those are my only real negatives about it. Like I said, it's just one of those things where you really don't need it, but here it is, and it does make life a little easier. If you're someone like me who keeps forgetting, like, button functions and where you put something, where a certain button is. Because let me tell you something, if I accidentally push the hard points in a station, you know, I'll get arrested. I mean, you can get fined in that station, or, you know, those you'll get attacked by other ships. So you always just want to be careful with that. And this will be something that's easier for me. And like I said, I don't use night vision or lights a lot, so I forget what buttons those are. But here they are. I can just start them up and turn them up. Well, I can't start them up now, but yeah, I can just push that and then we're good to go. So that's it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys can please like and subscribe, as always, I'd be very grateful for that. I, of course, am continuing Twitch Mondays and Thursdays. I have a link below. I'm also have an affiliate link to Trek Racer, where I've got most of my rig from. And if you're considering purchasing anything from Trek Racer, definitely click the link below on my description. That gives me some gives me a little bit of commission, and you know, definitely want to make some money off that. So yeah, feel free to check those out. I mean, Trek Racer has a lot of great items, not just for sim racing, but for flight sims. They actually just have the Sparko seat available now, which kind of wish they had when I was purchasing mine, because I think the Sparko seat would be such a better seat than what I have right now. And yeah, and of course, you know, a lot of their accessories work on other 80/20 rigs. So if you're looking for like a mouse pad, cup holder, a mount for your butt kicker, anything, you know, they have it, and it should work on another 80/20 aluminum profile rig. And of course, they have some other rigs that if you're not into that aluminum profile, they have some other different kinds of rigs that look really cool. So definitely check them out, and if you're interested, and like I said, click the affiliate description below, and I'd be grateful. But yeah, that's it for today. I will try to get an iRacing video. No promises, not for the next week or so. I think I might do some Final Fantasy 14 stuff, maybe even Elite Dangerous. As for streaming, I think there's nothing going on Monday. I don't think there's going to be anything on iRacing on Monday, so I will just probably do something with Final Fantasy 14 instead. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye now.